Welcome back to Dinar Community, your trusted destination for the latest updates, credible insights, and in-depth coverage on the Iraqi dinar and the broader economic reforms unfolding in Iraq. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe and enable notifications, so you're always one step ahead of the curve when key financial developments break. Here at Dinar Community, we are committed to delivering well-researched, fact-based content that cuts through the noise and speculation. Our goal is simple: to give you the most accurate understanding of the forces shaping Iraq's currency landscape, economic structure, and financial future. Why this matters. In a world flooded with rumors and conflicting narratives, it's more important than ever to rely on information backed by evidence and expertise. Whether you're an experienced investor or someone just exploring the possibilities in emerging markets like Iraq, we're here to guide you with clarity, context, and strategic insight. Currency value is never just about the numbers, it's about policy, politics, confidence, and global perception. That's why every report we publish is rooted in analysis, not speculation. We dig deeper than headlines, examining how Iraq's financial transformation could create opportunities and risks for those watching closely. Breaking development. Now let's get to the major development shaking financial markets worldwide. The U.S. Treasury has officially confirmed the scheduled date and time for the long-awaited revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. Yes, after years of rumors, speculation, and hope, we now have official confirmation from one of the most powerful financial authorities on earth. This announcement isn't just historic, it's transformational. It validates the hopes of investors, analysts, and economists who've been tracking Iraq's path to economic stability and sovereignty. What once seemed like a distant possibility is now a documented, scheduled event. Implications and reactions. With this confirmation, global interest in the dinar has surged. Hedge funds, institutional investors, and sovereign wealth funds are now positioning themselves for what could be one of the most significant currency shifts of the decade. The revaluation is expected to redefine Iraq's place in the international financial system, opening doors to new investment, trade opportunities, and regional influence. It also marks a pivotal shift in investor psychology, moving from skepticism to action. This moment may go down in history as the turning point when Iraq moved from recovery to resurgence. Background and overcoming obstacles. For over a decade, the idea of a revaluation was often dismissed due to Iraq's many challenges: political instability, internal conflict, corruption, and dependency on oil. Critics said these hurdles were insurmountable. But Iraq defied the odds. Through years of reforms, from overhauling its financial systems to tightening anti-corruption efforts, Iraq laid the groundwork for real change. And now, with the U.S. Treasury's backing, this shift is no longer theoretical. It's officially underway. Global institutional support. This isn't happening in isolation. Behind the scenes, global financial heavyweights like the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and the World Bank have been advising and supporting Iraq's reforms. Their involvement signals that this revaluation is part of a broader, strategically coordinated economic initiative, not a standalone event. For investors on the sidelines, this level of institutional cooperation removes much of the uncertainty. It adds a layer of credibility that may bring new capital flows into Iraq's economy. The road to reform. Reaching this point took years of hard-won progress. Iraq has tackled inflation, adopted international banking standards, revamped its monetary policy, and worked to stabilize the exchange rate. The Central Bank of Iraq (CBI) played a leading role in these efforts, from boosting foreign currency reserves to implementing digital banking systems and aligning with global regulatory frameworks. This structural reform wasn't just about optics, it was foundational. Iraq was preparing for this moment all along, and today's revaluation is the culmination of a long-term strategic vision. What this means for Iraq. A revalued dinar changes everything, not just for investors, but for Iraq itself. It makes the country more attractive to foreign businesses, especially in sectors like energy, construction, agriculture, and telecommunications. It improves access to international markets and helps reduce the cost of imports, a critical factor for domestic businesses and consumers alike. For the Iraqi people, this revaluation offers hope for real improvements in daily life. A stronger currency means greater purchasing power. Essentials like food, medicine, and fuel become more affordable. Inflation eases. And with that, consumer confidence and quality of life can rise dramatically. Beyond economics, it's a boost to national morale. Iraqis have endured so much, and this moment could mark the beginning of a more stable, prosperous future. Managing the transition. Of course, such a significant shift must be handled with careful coordination. The U.S. Treasury, the CBI, the IMF, and the World Bank are all working in concert to manage the revaluation rollout. This includes market education, liquidity management, and risk mitigation strategies. There are still challenges ahead. Volatility, speculation, and uncertainty are all part of the process. But with the right planning and international support, Iraq has a real chance to execute a stable and successful transition. Global significance. This isn't just about Iraq. The world is watching. If this process succeeds, Iraq could become a model for other emerging economies. A nation rebuilding from conflict, implementing disciplined reforms, and reclaiming its place on the global stage. This could set a precedent for how financial sovereignty and modernization can be achieved. From oil pricing to trade flows, the implications are far-reaching. Financial institutions and currency traders are adjusting strategies in response to Iraq's bold new direction. Final thoughts. As always, we encourage viewers to approach these developments with measured optimism. Yes, the opportunities are real, but they come with complexity. This is a time for strategic thinking, not emotional decisions. Focus on the bigger picture and the long-term trajectory, not short-term hype. The Iraqi dinar's revaluation is not just a financial milestone, it's a national transformation. One that could redefine Iraq's next chapter. To all our loyal followers, your patience may finally be rewarded. To our new subscribers, welcome to a community committed to clarity, truth, and financial empowerment. Stay informed, stay strategic, stay with us at Dinar Community. Like and subscribe for more videos.